Meme rap is destroying hip hop. Tyler, the Creator, and me finally agree on something. I never thought I would say that, but we do agree on this. We got to break down meme rap and its effects on hip hop. Tyler, the Creator, sat down with Mav Carter for his Maverick show, and they talked about a lot of different topics, music, internet culture, but one clip that's gone super viral is Tyler talking about meme rap. A lot of this are artists that either go viral for a specific moment in their record, or the record itself has this virality that probably overshadows its musicianship. So off the top of my head, I'm thinking of like the Catch Me Outside girl. Remember Bad Baby? For some reason, people thought she deserved a record deal. That happened.
Catch me outside, how about that?
But it's artists like that oftentimes go viral, have this moment, and then get a song out of it, or the song itself becomes this internet meme, and that ends up propelling a record that isn't that good to begin with. So let's take a look at what Tyler had to say.
I'm a musician. What the fuck else do you think I'm supposed to talk about, you dumb fuck? About who I shot, who I got beef with, about who I fucked? That should be 90% of my conversation. No, I make music. I'm a music nerd and a musician. I care about this shit. So when y'all niggas see me on TV and I'm talking about music, the shit you know me for, what the fuck?
And is your frustration with it because you care about this art form so
Dude,
much?
I love this art form so much, bro. And there's so many niggas out right now that aren't musicians that are getting treated like musicians because they make meme records or whatever. And I'm like, bro, this niggas out here that's really special, really aliens, really talented, really putting in the work. And y'all niggas giving this dip fuck who... These niggas publicly will be like, I don't give a fuck about music. I just do this shit for money. Like,
I agree with you.
Like, get your bag. I love that. But like, when every publication is like, hell yeah, let's put that out. Man, a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 20-year-old gonna see that and be like, man, shit, I don't really care about this shit too. This is a quick bag. Now you taking up space for niggas like me.
They really want to be
space for people who really care about this art form. And like, I don't like that.
But do you get satisfaction?
And these niggas can't perform.
Nobody can.
All these niggas dress alike. Man, you go to 2003. Jay didn't sound like T.I., who didn't sound like 50. Pharrell didn't sound like Dre, who ain't sound like fucking Quick, who ain't sound like Ye or Just Blaze or Alchemist. Eminem didn't sound like fucking Jill Scott. Jill Scott wasn't trying to sound like Julian from the fucking Strokes. Everyone was them fucking selves. Now, like, everyone is doing cosplay as a Spider-Man meme of like the next nigga. Everyone uses the same slang. Nigga, you are from LA and you saying slime?
Exactly.
We don't say that. It's crazy how the internet has made everything so like homogenous, like nothing is its own thing no more. And I think in like 3 years, like either everyone's just gonna be the same color or it's gonna pop and the next generation is just gonna go so left and want to be themselves that it's gonna be like.
But that also comes with hip hop.
I love you, Tyler, the Creator. This man is taking everything in my mind, everything on my Twitter timeline, a lot of the videos that I posted on this channel, and he just puts it out there. So I never thought I would have some Tyler, the Creator inside of me, but clearly that's what's going on. So many of the conversations that we have in the music industry, but also as hip hop fans, are, it feels like now saying that you want to be a rapper, saying that you love hip hop are somehow dirty words. Instead, I've interviewed so many young artists, and when I ask them questions like, who inspired you? Why do you want to be an MC? It's cool to not care. And I get a lot of, I don't know, or, you know, what do you want from your career? What's your goal? Vibes. And they think that that's cool. It's not cool not to care. If you watch my XXL freshman video, I touch base on this a little bit. How can you be a XXL freshman? You're supposed to be the creme de la creme, the head of your class, and you can't freestyle. And again, this isn't a freestyle on the spot. This is well delineated, well planned out in advance. And you have artists like the Rich Amiris of the world who will openly say, I don't care. They may end up leaving the freshman freestyle. They may end up saying that it's not that big of a deal. Those are the things that Tyler is talking about. Regardless of how you feel about Tyler as an artist, and it's actually funny because I remember when Odd Future first came out, so many hip hop heads in the industry, especially like the purists, the OGs, the older guys, they weren't fucking with Odd Future. They thought they were weird. They thought they were a bunch of like skate kids. They didn't understand the music, the fact that the shows everybody was moshing. To me, it was only when Tyler dropped Goblin where I started to see the tide turn. And since then, he's built up his credibility among what I would say are hip hop purists. I mean, who can forget when Tyler and DJ Khaled were going head to head for that first week of sales? A lot of people were surprised that Tyler outsold DJ Khaled. Now, if you talk to people like myself and people who understood Odd Future, people who had been following Tyler for a long time, and the fact that that album was a solid album, it wasn't a surprise to us. So it is a little bit ironic that Tyler, the creator, someone who was seen as an outsider by many reasons in hip hop, is now able to speak as this elder statesperson, as someone in the game who has experience. But I guess that comes with age, right? But Tyler makes so many great points. When we think about these artists, these meme rappers, these meme artists, it makes me think about back in the day when someone was called a one-hit wonder. That was an insult. I don't know if any of my OGs remember. There were entire TV shows. I think VH1 would do them all the time. They would count down one-hit wonders, and they were laughing at the artist, not laughing with them, because the very framework was that you have only one hit. You're not an iconic artist. You're not a superstar. You had this one singular moment in time, and that was something to be embarrassed about. If we fast forward, I think a lot of people would point to TikTok, Vine, Instagram. Those were the places where people could showcase a segment of music, not a full song, not a full album, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and they were getting record deals off this. That is true. I think social media has absolutely propelled the idea of these meme artists, these one-hit wonders. But I would even go back. Think of something like the ringtone era. There were artists being signed and promoted because of a 15-second ringtone. A lot of those ringtone artists were what we would now call a meme artist. We want you for a 15-second segment. When my phone is ringing, I want to hear just that. I don't care about the whole song. I don't care about you. I definitely don't want to hear the whole album. Just give me the snippet. And I think since then, as listeners, we've just retrained our ear where you might like an artist for simply a piece of a song. It's no wonder that songs have gotten shorter. Before, a song could never be 2 minutes long, 1:50 long. That would be an interlude. Now that's a full-fledged song. I think the other part of it is just the way the music business is now. Not only is there not any shame in being a one-hit wonder, you can make a lot of money. I know artists who have one song, you probably don't even know their name, you don't know what they look like, they're by no means household names or recognizable. But between streaming, syncing for television and film, as well as commercials, and then private gigs. So private gigs are if somebody wants to book you for like their wedding or maybe a corporate event. And those tend to be very well paid. In fact, you'll make more money oftentimes in a corporate gig than a ticketed event. All of that together has enabled someone to have one song and to live really well. Of course, with the mechanics of the music industry, ideally you're the main songwriter. There aren't a lot of samples because that's going to cut the pie up into smaller pieces. But if you have one song that's doing really well, even if that song gets sampled in somebody else's record, you can kick back and be a very rich person off of one record. The other thing that I love that Tyler talks about is just how homogenous culture is now. I talked about this in a recent video, just this idea of regionalism in hip hop. When you were from a certain city, New York, you sounded different, you dressed different, you might even rap different from someone from LA or Atlanta or the Midwest. And listening to music was this sonic passport. It made you feel like you were in these places. I mean, who can forget the first time they heard Juvenile? I'd never been to New Orleans, but in my mind, listening to that took me to Magnolia, right? Or the first time I listened to somebody like Dre and Snoop, that sound was just the soundtrack to what was going on in Los Angeles at the time. And I think that just made hip hop so unique, so fun. Now with social media, everyone follows the same people. And Tyler was right. You can be from Kalamazoo, Calabasas, or Soho, and everyone dresses alike, they look alike, they sound alike. And to me, it's kind of sad. Where is that distinct signature? What makes you special? What are you bringing to the hip hop space that's never been seen before? Whether it's a sound, a producer, a style. I think people are so hungry to see that uniqueness that we've lost along the way. I also love the fact that Tyler talks about loving music and being a musician. You don't think that you have to say this out loud. Of course, if you're an artist, you should love music, listening to music, being a connoisseur and a consumer of music, going to live shows. That should be just something in your blood, in your DNA. But now we have to say that's a prerequisite. I can't imagine a young artist coming out now and not knowing who their OGs are, not listening to music that might have predated them. And we can even expand it. You've seen my videos about hip hop media and how problematic it is right now. So many people who I truly believe don't even like hip hop, let alone love hip hop, they're the reporters. They're the ones commenting, analyzing, or usually lack thereof. So many people just want to get to the bag. They want to get to the next click. They just want to go viral. They're really not thinking about journalism as a craft. They're not thinking of hip hop as an art form and thinking about the larger cultural implications of what they're putting out in the space. So there's a lot to think about from what Tyler has said in this interview. So what do you think? Do you agree with Tyler, the creator, and me that meme rap has destroyed a generation? Do you think there's a place for meme rap within internet culture and what's going on in hip hop at large? I would love to know your thoughts. Make sure you sound off in the comments.